The rats are out in France. During the corona pandemic, they've been thriving in almost all major cities. Pest controller and rat catcher Thierry Baudin works non-stop. He goes from cellar to cellar, laying out the poisoned rat bait.
You can't have weak nerves in this job. At any moment, a rat can jump out at you.
And there are many more rats than before the lockdowns. The rat catchers were confined to their homes, leaving the rodents to breed freely.
A rat bears 8 to 10 young every 2 to 3 months. In 2 years, that's more than 100,000 rats. It's a never-ending battle.
In the picturesque Alsatian metropolis of Strasbourg, the rats have also enjoyed optimal conditions due to the pandemic. Numbers have surged and they are everywhere.
It's a plague. Strasbourg is actually quite clean, but it's a pity that the residents aren't more attentive.
The rats must be annihilated. I hate them. They frighten me.
The infestation is particularly severe here in the poorer quarters of Strasbourg.
You see them over there? They're everywhere. When you walk through the neighbourhood, you see them at every corner. In the European capital of Strasbourg, the capital of human rights. It's a disgrace. It can't go on like this. You can't have people living with rats and cockroaches.
Hamida Boudgata has been living in this neighbourhood for 30 years. He is furious with the city authorities.
People here have to live among rats. They eat wires and cars, and people have already been bitten. And in the city council, they're discussing whether rats are really harmful or if they belong in our ecosystem. These people live on another planet. Or they're crazy. One of the two.
Boudgata strikes back by filming the rats, like here on a car engine, and posting the videos online. His social media success is forcing the city of Strasbourg to act. Councillor Benjamin Soleil doesn't want to exterminate the rats, but rather to force them to stay underground, starting at this rubbish dump.
There were holes there, which the rats came through. So we put up this grate, and now they can't get out.
But as many residents complain, it doesn't get rid of the rats. The city council claims the problem is homemade, because the French cooked more during the lockdown.
There's a corona effect. People were cooking much more at home and throwing out the leftovers. The restaurants were closed. It contributed to the rat infestation.
And that applies to the whole country. It's estimated today that for every French city dweller, there are almost 2 rats. And now they even have a political lobby. The Strasbourg City Council is divided into pro and contra rat groups.
These animals can't just go back to living in the wild, so they have no place to go. The real question is how to help the people, not how to make the rats feel more welcome.
That's exactly what exterminator Thierry Baudin thinks. He has just completed further training in more efficient methods for combating rats.
There will always be rats. There are so many houses, social housing estates. We'll always be needed.
And now Baudin and his colleagues are putting their new knowledge into practice, so French rats could be facing tougher times ahead.